Okay, so the Best of My Cosmetics blush still has no pan. I don't know when I'm gonna see that pan, but you know, still trying. I've been wearing it basically 70% of the time that I do my makeup. But yeah, for the Nivea lip balm though, there's a huge jump, so I'm really happy about that. I really like this lip balm, so you know, kind of bittersweet, but it's 4 years old, so I'm trying to get through it. Next up is the Madagascar Centella sunscreen. I am now here. It has definitely become a habit to wear sunscreen, so that's really good. I'm probably supposed to wear way more at a time. Next up is this eyeshadow that's actually a blush. I had quite a lot of progress, but I actually have way more. Let me show you. I have a bunch more. So yeah, I ended up repressing it into a pan because I tend to use it more as an eyeshadow. And now I just want to have it in one place, so that's why I'm trying to finish this. And then this was an eyebrow powder that I sometimes use, so I put it in here. I was trying to hit pan on this one because it's one of my older eyeshadows, but there's a couple other ones that are the same age that don't have a pan, and it's whatever. So I'm just gonna move this out of the project pan. For my eyeshadow rotation, I had these 4. I was kind of bad about taking pictures this time around, so yeah. I know I wore each of them between 2 to 5 times. Yeah, I remembered everything and now I don't remember anything. So this pink one I wore with red eyeliner. I also really liked this, the combination of this and this, which I wore twice. That one I remember I did take a picture. I really like this purple eyeshadow. It's really nice. And then this one, I kind of remember it being more pink, but it's actually more bronzy-ish in a way. This is like the wet look or whatever, so I like this one. For this one, I originally had a red eyeshadow in here, but I swapped it out for this one because I saw people with sparkly eyeshadow and with highlighter, so I wanted to try that out. It didn't quite work out. It was less of the wet look or whatever. It was okay. I guess I just wanted more of this, but it just wasn't it. There was more eyeshadow time this time around, but I didn't really take that many pictures, so I used a bunch of other eyeshadows as well. Deco Panning was also this purple eyeshadow, which was a black-owned brand, and with Pat McGrath. Yeah. Anyway, and then what else did I have for Deco Panning? I also had the Rare Beauty blush for the Joker because I was thinking about panning it, that I didn't want to pan it, and now I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. I used this 2 to 3 times. I really like this blush. And then this one I put in for the, oh my god, I totally forgot that I dropped the cap and then I was in a hurry, so I left. Okay, it's still good, okay? I think it fell in a drawer. Okay, anyway, yeah, I wore this 2-3 times and it's very pretty. It's just kind of fussy to deal with, but I need to just remember that it's pretty, so if I have the extra time, I should put the extra time. I think, you know, putting a little bit on my hand and then going from this to this was better than, you know, straight like that. So I need to do that. So for Vito, I just put in a random product that I wanted to try out more, which was the Stay Matte Primer. It doesn't mesh well with the foundation that I have, so I found that if I put it on top of the foundation in my pore area, it was better, but I don't know that it does that much for my pores. So I kind of still want to test it out, but also I'm always so lazy to deal with this. So I might just end up decluttering by the end of the year. I know I keep saying that, but anyway, I want to keep trying, but I'm like, why? Anyway, like I even might just use this as a moisturizer for my feet. Like, I don't know. Okay, and the next thing is this Banana Boat sunscreen. I did wear this a few times. This expires, well, this expired June 2025, so I don't know if I should just toss this or what. I still have another mineral sunscreen that I don't like that I will use if we ever go paddleboarding again. This I was wearing here and there. We didn't really do that many like outdoorsy stuff this month. For liquid lipstick, I'm trying to wear one of them at least once a month, and actually wore all 3 of them, only wore one of them out into the world. So this one I wore twice. So once I actually did wear in a video. It was like a thrift haul. I like the color, but it's just not transfer proof. It's supposed to be a liquid lipstick, but it's not. Like it comes off even when I just drink water. So that's kind of annoying. When I put this on and then I ate and then it came off, so then I put a lip gloss over it. It looked pretty, but again, it's gonna transfer and I don't feel like dealing with stuff. And then the second time that I wore this, I was just playing around with eyeshadow, so then I tried this on, and then I also tried it on as an eyeliner. It didn't quite work out. And so these are both at home. And then this black one, same thing. I was playing around with eyeshadow, and so I tried this on. And then this one I wore for church choir, and I really liked it. I didn't go full opaque, but it was still opaque enough. And I just really like this. I heard that they may have reformulated this, so hopefully it's still good. Anyway, this is the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink. I think the new one's like Nova or something like that. I don't know what it is. But anyway, I hope that it's still good. I ate super greasy ass food, and it did come off a little bit in the middle, but it just doesn't, it's not as bad as this. Like, this would probably just get everywhere. Versus this, it just kind of like peels away a little bit. You know, I don't know. I don't know what they did. Okay, so now I'm gonna go over empties. Maybe I'll go somewhat in order when I finish stuff. So I finished this hotel soap bar that I've had for years. It was okay. I finished this Mary and May blackhead mask. I actually put an Easlow blackhead mask thing on my birthday wish list. If I don't get it, I'll just buy it myself. But anyway, I'm gonna switch from this to that to see how that is. I finished this COSRX moisturizer, Propolis Light Cream. This is like the honey line. My friend gave me a travel kit of COSRX stuff. That was like the honey line. This was nice. It wasn't as stingy as other moisturizers are for me, but I still want to go back to Cicatricure Cure Gel, and I still want to find a gel moisturizer. So I probably wouldn't repurchase this. As I mentioned in a previous video, the CeraVe face wash was pretty bad. It was pretty drying, and then I got a rash on my lids and my cheeks, and it was just bad. I can't remember if I used these before the rash or after the rash. I think after the rash I just used aloe vera. But anyway, I used up 2 face masks. So this face mask was a present from a coworker. I can't pronounce this, so there you go. And I also finished this Dermal Strawberry. I feel like these were pretty similar. This probably had a lot more of the serum, but I probably just end up repurchasing these. I still have a stash of these. I pretty much just use these when my skin barrier is pretty terrible, and so I just like to have them on hand. But I still have maybe like 6 or 7 of them. But next up was this Foot Care Peppermint Foot Balm from Jafra. Jafra, I'm pretty sure is an MLM. I think I got this from my mom's closet. I use this mostly on my feet, but I also use it as a lotion. I really like this. Like, I just really like the peppermint tingliness of it, and it was especially nice if like my feet hurt from just like walking or standing all day. There was one day that I went to my sister's and they had a lot of mosquitoes, and I wore this, and I think it did save me a little bit, because this last weekend that I went, I just had a bunch of mosquito bites everywhere. So anyway, I ended up actually putting on my birthday wish list a different peppermint lotion, mostly to use as a mosquito repellent. I was using this in the winter, but because it was minty, my feet felt cold, so I stopped wearing it until now, summer. The other reason why I had kind of a hard time finishing this is that this bottle is so hard. So I ended up putting this into this travel container, and believe it or not, it was a little bit easier to press on this than this. And then my husband and I finished this Pantene conditioner. This time around, I was using it more. I think I was using it way too much. I was doing like 3 to 4 pumps. My husband does like 1 to 2 pumps. I don't really know how much conditioner you're supposed to wear. Ideally, I would just like to have a leave-in conditioner spray, because I don't like the feeling of rinsing this, but maybe I'm just putting too much. But even when I switch to just doing 1 pump, I feel like I just don't like it. Anyway, and I feel like it doesn't even do that much for frizz control. My husband likes Pantene, so that's kind of what we tend to go with. And then I finished this nail polish remover from Swan. I'm pretty sure this was from Walgreens. I've had this for years and I finally finished this. So yeah, I really like this. I switched to the Dollar Tree one that I have. If it sucks, I will go back to it. And because of the mosquito situation, I finished an anti-itch cream, which is Barmicil. Dude, this didn't help at all. It probably didn't help that it expired in 2021, but anyway, yeah. So replacements that are not purchases from this month. Another Pantene conditioner. So this was in our stash. We had 2 backups, so now it's kind of nice to just have 1 backup. So for anti-itch cream, I still have cortisone and aloe vera. I think aloe vera and ice actually helped me more. Even this didn't really help. This was actually really good for a sun rash I had a few months ago right here. So, but for mosquito bites, I don't know. It was not cutting it. For beauty purchases, I just bought 2 things. So I got this pink hibiscus shave oil since I'm running super low on the other one. I thought I would be done with it by now, but not yet. Maybe like 1 or 2 more shaves. And I also got this Derma Eat anti-wrinkle cleanser. I mainly got this for sebaceous filaments because it has glycolic acid and retinol. So or vitamin A, I think it's the same thing. I don't notice a huge difference with that yet. I mean, I just started using it, but I really like how it foams and I haven't broken out, which is really good because I was kind of nervous about it because it has retinol and glycolic acid. I guess I just really wanted to try retinol and glycolic acid, but I felt like a face wash was going to be a little bit less harsh than like a leave-on thing. And then for nail polish, I used this month LA Colors Base and Top Coat, Born Pretty stamping nail polishes, Simple Colors. I used the white stamping nail polish on me, and when I put the top coat, it smudged stuff, so I ended up not doing a top coat, and then it came off super fast. So I think the next time around, maybe I'll wait a day and put this on, maybe just wait a few hours. And then I used the black one on my husband. It came off within 2 hours. I think he just didn't wait enough for it to dry. And I used black nail polish on some of his nails. I also used these 2 nail polishes, Aphorism No Color. I think this is from like TJ Maxx or something. Simple Colors in You Just Wait. I really like this combo a lot. And right now I'm wearing Pink Forever Simple Colors. This was kind of annoying because I kept smudging it. So I don't know if it's user error. This was just like a little bit thicker. But anyway, yeah. One declutter is this candle. It's very huge, but I do not like the smell of this. This was a declutter from my husband's coworker. And I think it's the pistachio that I don't like. I don't know what it is. So anyway, decluttering this. Dude, why do they seem the same? So I'm gonna grab from the middle. I mean, I guess I don't remember what I had last time. So Copycat is a product that someone's panning. His username is Buffalo something, but he's been panning this and he already has a pan in this. I never really wear this because this is silver glitter as opposed to my favorite one, which is a champagne glitter. But yeah, I wore this the other day and it was quite pretty, and I always avoid using this. I feel like the base I don't really see on my skin tone. Anyway, yeah. Okay, I want to be careful and not put too many blushes, but I guess putting in blushes in the deck of panning is kind of nice to, you know, have something else other than this. Okay, so for indie, I'm gonna choose another Best of My Cosmetics blush. So this I never wear because it's just a lot. I was planning on panning this as a lip product, so we shall see. So yeah, I wanted to try it out as a blush and as a lip product to see what I end up doing. For impulse, I'm gonna put this lip gloss in again because I did not have the intention to buy this. When I went to the store, I did want a roll-on lip gloss at some point, so somewhat was on my wish list, but not completely. Prompt affordable, I chose these 2 Wet n Wild eyeshadows. I've been wanting to wear them and I keep forgetting to. This I want to try to use as a highlighter. And then for glittery prompt, I chose this blush. I don't know if you'll be able to see it because it's pretty dark in here, but anyway, I wore this over the weekend and I'm wearing it right now, so want to try to use that more since I barely use it. Okay, so a long-term project pan, same with this guy. And then these are deck of panning. And then these were all my empties for the month and my 2 purchases. Thank you for watching. Bye.